Much less does so now. On Thursday, marine traffic vessel tracking data showed that a container ship belonging to the French shipping group CMA-CGM, the Maltese-flagged Kribi, passed through the strait. The Kribi is the first French-owned vessel to make it through since US-Israeli attacks began on Iran at the end of February. One maritime expert says the passage of this and other vessels is a good sign.
It seems that diplomacy is starting to work. More and more ships are now passing through the strait, and that is in many ways good news. But obviously, it's still far from normal. Usually 140 ships go through the strait, but I think these are relatively positive signals that Iran is open for negotiations. And unfortunately, none of this is going fast enough, and the damage to the global economy obviously continues.
The passage took place on a day the French President Emmanuel Macron said that only diplomatic efforts, not a military operation, could open the strait. He said this strait must be reopened because it is strategic for energy flows, fertilizers and international trade, but it can only be done in consultation with Iran. French diplomats have spent the last week working to soften a resolution at the UN Security Council that would have enabled forceful action in the Strait of Hormuz. A vote next week will look at whether to authorize the use of defensive force to protect shipping there.